Okay. Right, let's get it cracking. Oh my gosh. Let's get it on. Be with you in just a second, people. You know the drill. You know how it is. I ain't even got to explain it. Hopefully my audio is okay. I got a fan blasting right now. So it might be a little bit annoying. If it is, do let me know. Two seconds. Okay. That is the community post rolled out. So that's live ping to all of you guys. I'll be with the chat in just a second. Oh. Hang on a minute. Okay. We are ready to crack. If my eyes are inflamed, I'm telling you now, it's a very good reason. It's because I've been bodied with hay fever today. And so I look like I'm crying because my eyes have been sore and shit and I hate the heat. Honestly, I ain't built for it, guys. I'm not built for it. So tell me if you can hear my fan blasting in the back. You can't hear it? Sweet. All right, good. I'm glad you can't hear it because my noise cancelling's working well then. What do you mean pack it up, Unc, bro? Max, what does that mean, bro? Come on, man. We all started. Oh, okay, right. I get you. No, to be honest though, I'm not really big on the Mary Jane. Can't lie, man. Not really for me. I like the sobriety personally. It's just I like being present at the moment. I haven't get body, bro. It's the pollen today been all over me, man. Early JDM Islam predictions. Listen, put it this way. If you asked me this, like even a couple days ago, let's just say before last night. If you asked me this before last night, I would have had a very easy answer for you. Now I definitely don't because JDM's takedown defense has seriously impressed me against Bilal. I know Bilal probably strike more than he probably should have done, but still, the takedown defense from JDM, phenomenal work. Really impressed me, and I think that speaks volumes to the work he's done with Craig Jones. The same man, of course, if you don't know him, one of the biggest names in the grappling world, but also, crucially, was one of the grappling coaches for Volkanovski's camps for fighting Makhachev. And we saw the success he had on the mat, particularly at 284. So, with that in mind, that gets me a bit excited towards a potential matchup with Makhachev versus JDM. Though, of course, I would have preferred Topuria. I mean, you guys know how vocal I am on that, but we'll see. Fan makes you look like you're in a shampoo commercial. Really, I mean, that would be fitting, right? For my luscious locks. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just glad you can't hear it. I was worried you guys could hear it, so because otherwise I would have been boiling beyond belief. It's the only thing keeping me cool right now. Just normal English breakfast tea, my man. MMA Guru weight gain scandal. I don't know about that, man. You have to fill me in, my brother. Let me know what happened. I mean, I saw that picture of him with DJ. He looked in good shape, I thought. So I'm confused on what you're referring to exactly. Bilal lost age horribly for Leon. No, not really, bro. It's just stars make fights. It didn't age horribly. If anything, it probably aged, well, not aged better, but I mean, Bilal, I don't think Bilal's going to get the belt back. I'll say that much. One, the UFC definitely ain't going to give him the shot. That's for one. And two, I just don't think he has the age or skill set on his side to do so. What up, Atomic? Good to have you back. All of you guys, good to have you back. Turtles, my man, how you doing? Who beats JDM at welterweight? Makhachev, if he moves up, I'm still inclined to pick. But I think it's a closer fight than I would have initially said, considering last night's entailings. I'm torn, man. I'm torn. Welterweight's a tough one. I think Leon is a fun stylistic matchup for him versus JDM. But I think I would have to lean towards JDM now after those last couple of fights he's had. Really impressed me. That Bilal fight, I didn't expect him to win. I'm going to be real. I thought Bilal would do enough on the mat. JDM looked phenomenal, particularly in that last round. I mean, wow. Really, really, really impressive stuff. So you're asking me how that originally matchup played out, because, of course, we were meant to have JDM versus Leon Edwards before fate had another plan. I think with that in mind, what we've just seen, I think JDM would probably take that win, especially considering the position these guys are at in their career. We know the sort of mantra that when you're a champion, you tend to get that 20 or 30% better. And when you're over the hill, it's a lot harder to climb back up that mountain and become a two-time champion. And Leon and JDM are in those two positions. And with that in mind, I think JDM would probably be the victor there. Sammy, my man, good to have you back, brother. Good to have you back. Lee, what's up? I was super impressed with JDM's slick head movement. I mean, yeah, really, really impressive stuff. Basic day one stuff. That's the thing. He's a guy, you put it perfectly. He's a guy who has great fundamentals and just executes them perfectly 100% of the time. And sometimes that's all you need. I think Bilal in a lot of ways is a good example of that too. Just a bit more on a well-rounded scale between every facet of mixed martial arts. I think he's a man who is just got a perfect grasp, should I say, of every fundamental of mixed martial arts. And I saw a clip of him, I think it was on Joe Rogan, saying he only started at 23 with basically no experience outside a year or two of wrestling in high school, you know? And a lot of that comes down to just the hours in the gym, right? Putting the hours in and being attentive, proactive in your learning as well. I think that's what champions are made of, but Bilal is a perfect example of that. JDM had battered Leon. I wouldn't say battered. I think the pocket boxing would have been the path to victory for him. Was also in the outer decision. Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of rogue ones last night. I thought, as much as I like Modestas Bukauskas, and I'm a fan of the guy, and I actually think he's a better fighter than Kutalaba, he didn't show it last night, and he shouldn't have got the decision. But, you know, I don't think it was as big of a robbery as people were saying. I didn't watch the El Clasico, no. I was watching the Premier League. Bilal's cooked. Well, considering he's 35, Max, I think that's a fair argument. Cooked is a harsh statement. I mean, he's done... Put it this way, in my opinion, winning a UFC title is the precipice of the sport. You don't need to prove anything once you've done that. The greats go on and go further, but you don't have to prove anything to anyone by becoming a UFC champion. There's nothing anyone can say that can make you someone call you a bad fighter. It doesn't matter. You have a UFC belt to your name. Bilal has achieved that goal, and he deserves full credit for it. Crashed out the outer decision. Ali will tell you this. I mean, yeah, it sucks to see legends lose. Inshallah, my ass, JDM KOs Islam back to lightweight. Wow. Just get starched by Ilya. You're saying JDM would get starched by Ilya. Honestly, that's a fight. I think that's a more exciting fight. But, I mean, stylistically, I mean, which one would I rather see? I'd rather see Ilya Topuria fight Makhachev when you consider both men's legacies, right? You put that in mind. Makhachev with 4 title defenses. Ilya Topuria is one of the biggest stars in the sport. And, you know, his record speaks for itself. But on a stylistic isolated point of view, just looking at styles, I'd rather see JDM versus Ilya Topuria. I think that's really, really fun. I think, you know, the boxing is just going to be... It's a treat to watch, isn't it? They will cancel each other out, and maybe it'll be boring, but I can't see it. The way Ilya Topuria fights, he forces you to go into the doghouse a little bit and become a bit feral in the octagon to survive. That's what Ilya Topuria is very good at doing. And that's a fun fight for anyone. I think whoever Ilya Topuria fights is going to be fun. Let's be real. But Volk Movsar, I mean, it looks like that's what's going to happen. Now the featherweight division seems to have a bit more stability to it. I don't love it for Volk. I'll put it that way. I think honestly, I think Evloev could clip him on the feet. People might want to, can't speak. People might not want to hear that, but I think it's actually the case. Evloev has seriously underrated hands. Yes, he's not the most exciting. Yes, his finishing acumen isn't incredible, but when you actually look at his striking skill set, he's actually underrated. People just don't want to admit it because they don't like him. And that's myself included. But I can see his strengths, and I think people will be surprised. On the feet against Volkanovski, tough one. Prime Volk, different question. But Modesta seems to be patient with this striking. Yeah, not proactive enough. It's a mistake a lot of guys make. He's a good dude. I'm glad he won. Yeah, I'm glad he got the decision. I don't think it was as big of a robbery as people said. Like, DC was really angry about it. Not really sure. I think it was pretty fair. Like, he landed the harder shots. That's probably why he got the nod. Valentina Glaze comments, I mean, yeah, she might not be the most exciting fighter ever, but at her age and the amount of mileage she has in her career, I think that's something people really need to, you know, keep in mind, not just with her, but with older fighters in general. That's a big factor. It's how many fights they've had within the combat sports realm, because it's not just within MMA Valentina has. She has an extensive Muay Thai and kickboxing background. Loads and loads of fights. And, of course, the age is not on her side either. So to do what she did against Manuel Fiorot, who's really been one of the most dangerous women in that weight class, I mean, really, really impressed me. Really impressed me. And obviously I'm a big fan of her, so I'm happy to see her the decision win. And, I mean, does that give her the nod of a Nunes? Maybe. I think she deserves the super fight, to be honest with you. One chance at it. You know, before to round off the career, one chance at a super fight. Move up a weight class. Get that bantamweight belt, which she deserved when she fought Amanda Nunes for the second time so many years ago. And rewrite her wrongs. John Dong, what's up, man? Good to see you again. What do you think Fluffy should fight next? I don't know. Anyone that makes it a stylistic, fun fight. Delidze would be cool. Why not? I like that. But isn't Delidze... No, I mean, surely not. Fluffy fought... Am I crazy? Isn't Fluffy's a lightweight, no? Oh, no. I'm getting Ruffy. I was thinking of Ruffy. Fluffy Hernandez. Yeah, I like that versus Delidze. Yeah, Anthony Hernandez Delidze is a fun one. Weird RDR. I know, Penzin, man. I know. Mate, you're speaking my language with that one. I saw that got announced the other day. Best believe I was fucking hyped. What a fight that is for both men. Just makes sense. It's a good one. Good matchmaking there. What's up, Base? Good to have you back, man. Canelo Hands couldn't get it done. He impressed me, though, to be honest with you. I thought Bilal put on a good show. So did JDM. But, you know, it takes two to tango. Both guys brought it. Great fight. Scared for Charles. I love both Ilya and Charles. Oh, Charles Oliveira's getting laid out. I'm sorry. And I love Charles, man. But if you think Ilia Topuria is not winning this fight, you're crazy. And I know it's kind of a thing to not doubt Charles anymore because he comes back and he wins. And maybe I'll have egg on my face by saying that. But if you're asking me how that matchup goes, with the way Charles Oliveira fights, you cannot do that against a man like Ilia Topuria. No one has power like him in these lighter weight classes. Absolutely no one. You can't do it. You just can't fight that front foot. Because Ilia Topuria plants his feet so well to generate his power. He will find that chin because Charles Oliveira's striking defense is probably his biggest weakness. It's his Achilles heel. It's his weakest aspect in his toolbox. And if Topuria finds the chin, I mean, yeah, there's no chance for me, I don't think, for Oliveira. But it's MMA, is it not? So who knows? I'm happy to be proven wrong. Aspinall Demetrius Johnson vlog? No way. Oh, I got to watch that later. Yeah, I'm going to get that up in a minute. How do you think JDM versus Prime Khabib goes? Khabib, come on. Let's not do this. Because Khabib, John. Valentina might be over Nunes as the GOAT. If she wins that second belt, if Valentina moves up to bantamweight and gets that title win, unmistakable for me. And I'm biased as hell. And I think even you remove bias from that equation, I think Valentina's still ahead of Nunes if she wins that second belt, 100%. What's up, Bush? Still calling me Vincent, I see. How you doing, man? Oliveira versus Topuria happens for the vacant lightweight belt. How does a win for Charles or Ilya change their legacies? It's massive for both. I'd say more so for Topuria because he's at that stage in his career where he's in the ascendancy. But equally, Charles Oliveira is a bit past it now. So that might be a factor later down the line when people talk about Ilya Topuria's resume. So I don't know. But it is a former champion, one of the best lightweights to ever do it. So I don't know. What's good, Julio? How you doing, brother? Good to have you back, man. Shevchenko fight. Listen, not the most exciting, but I think Shevchenko is the important thing to remember with her is, as I said earlier, the age is not on her side. Mileage is not on her side, right? You keep those two factors in mind. She has to fight a different fight. She doesn't have the speed or reaction time advantage of these younger girls anymore. So that is a big factor. So she has to fight a bit more passively. And yes, that might make it less entertaining, but she's doing what she needs to do. It's another one for the legacy books. A phenomenal career she's had, truly. Shame you won't see Islam Ilya. I wouldn't rule it out, my man. I wouldn't rule it out. I would not rule it out in the slightest. You know how crazy this game is. Put it this way. Do you think we ever would have saw Volkanovski step in on short notice to fight Islam Makhachev? No, we never thought in a million years. Yet you wake up one morning and that and Usman Chimaev are the new main and co-main for 294. Things happen in this sport out of nowhere. They really do. So I'm ready for it. Listen, I'm always going to be on my toes for that matchup. And listen, when you have two guys at this level of the sport, this high pedigree, this high skill set, inevitably their paths will just cross again. It just will happen. So hopefully it will happen when these guys are still at their fighting primes. That's the important thing to remember. I don't want it when one of them is past it. Thoughts on Bezcat's KO? Win age well for Umar? Yeah, really age well. But to be honest with you, the one that impressed me last night, I think my favorite knockout last night was Mike Mallet. What a fucking knockout over Radke, man. That left hand, oof. I was getting that, got me out of my seat a little bit late at night. Aldo and Ronaldo are complete opposites. Aldo is only a guy to have a 3-fight winning streak whilst having 2 losses. Are you talking about robberies? I'm assuming you're referring to. Hey, look, but that's it. You can't leave it in the judges. It's Taylor's oldest time. Taylor's oldest time. Sorry if I butchered that. Is it Ghazi? Ghazi? Sorry if I butchered that, my man. If JDM loses to Islam, I feel like Islam moves back down and then fights Ilya if Ilya becomes champ. I mean, you can't put it this way. I think the UFC are going to be reluctant to not let Makhachev vacate the lightweight throne. I think they're going to want him to vacate if he moves up. And if that happens, if Islam moves up and vacates, I do worry about the Topuria potential. I feel like that matchup might lose, we might lose it if the vacation is there. Because then Makhachev's going to stay at welterweight. And I don't know. But again, Makhachev was very vocal about it, though. He didn't want to vacate. It's all a negotiations game right now. That's what's happening behind the scenes right now. I have little doubt of that. First time Katona's been KO'd. Yeah, true. It is an impressive one. Hot take: Islam's legacy is bloated. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, man. Come on, man. I mean, that is a hot take. I'll give you that. You weren't wrong. You say hot take, it's a hot take. That's a boiling one, my man. Islam's legacy is bloated. One win over Renato. I'll agree the Renato one doesn't do much for me, but that was out of his hands. It was meant to fight Sarukian, but he took what was in front of him, and that warrants some respect at the same time. One win over Volk at super short notice. Okay, he won 2. Are you saying his only good win is Charles in his first win against Volk? You're acting like you're just sort of brushing past them in the conversation here. They're 2 of the best fighters of all time. Okay, maybe a little bit extreme for Charles, but still, he's one of the best lightweights of all time, and Volkan obviously is the best featherweight of all time. Back to back over those guys. Pretty phenomenal. Win over Dustin. I mean, I still think that's a legit win. Dustin's one of the greatest fighters ever, despite the fact he's never won a belt. I think if you look at his resume, there's few fighters with any better resumes than Dustin Poirier has in this game. So I have no qualms with that win. And the win over Volk was still phenomenal as well. You still have to knock out one of the greatest fighters to do it. Yes, he had a short notice camp. So what? The psychological factors at play. You know, you're still knocking out Volkanovski, who'd never been finished in the UFC, and only once ever in his career before that. So I don't think his legacy's overrated at all. You can't call that bloated when there's guys like Usman, whose title reign was unequivocally bloated, with 2 wins over Jorge Masvidal. You know, his only proper good wins for me were the first Colby one in particular, and the Woodley one for the title win, Colby Covington the first time round, and then Gilbert Burns. Those were very credible wins, but beating Masvidal twice doesn't do it for me. As impressive as his second knockout was, not for me. You know, Masvidal was propped up by the UFC propaganda machine. He's still a good fighter, but we're talking about esteemed legacies here, and Masvidal doesn't fit that bill. Gilbert Burns at the time, elite win. But nowhere near as good as Makhachev's. Nowhere. Makhachev's is not overrated at all. Picking JDM to beat Islam, I'm not mad about it. I'm curious. I think the odds will be pretty close. Neil, I'm scared of that last name, man. Apologies. I'm not going to read out. Look, been watching for a long time. Real big fan. Thank you, man. Salam, man. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I hope you're doing well yourself. And it's good to have you here. Check out Stream Reacts. What you got for me, man? What you got for me? This better be worth my while. Matchmaking every main card fighter of 315. Yeah, JDM Islam. Valentina Lee. Perfect. I agree. You say Marcus McGee for Zahabi, but McGee is booked in for Piotr Jan, so I think that's out of the equation. Natalia Silva, winner of Valjean. Yeah, not mad about it. Benoit, loser of Fiziev Ignacio. No, I think another tune-up fight for BSD for me. And then losers, Bilal versus Gary. I like that. Manon versus Jasmine Jastaviscus. Yeah, I like that too. Retirement for Aldo. Grasso versus loser of Blanchford Barber. Yeah. And then Prepelec back to regionals. Valid. Never mind, this kid yaps too much. Wow, okay. Cool. All right, I get what the name is now. You just swapped the letters, and I guess you're baiting me. But here we are. Simply kudos. Islam subs JDM. I'm inclined. That's my logical pick. But I mean, Islam hasn't had a sub in a while, right? That's not true. What am I talking about? What the fuck am I talking about? He literally just dash choked Renato Moicano and Dustin Poirier back to back. What am I talking about, man? Ignore me. I mean, yeah, that's the threat, right? Is the DAS, but JDM and his team with Craig Jones. I mean, it's exciting. It makes for an exciting one. You guys are crazy, bro. Did you see the second GTA 6 trailer? Best believe I did, man. I've been waiting for this for 13 years. What was that? Or 12 years. Nearly 13. I've been, best believe I saw it as soon as it dropped. I saw it right as it came out, actually. I got lucky. I clicked on my YouTube and it was just there within like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, shoot. The best believe I was all on that. It looks very good. Looks very good. It's kind of surreal because I remember when GTA 5 came out, I was sitting there like, this is the most incredible thing ever. Graphics are never getting better than this. Like, 11-year-old me was just fucking mind blown at what I was looking at. I was like, this is the best thing ever, man. Running home from school on day one, on launch day, to play that shit, man. Ugh. It's like the first game I ever played which had an install disc. You had 2 discs. You had to install it on the first disc just to play it. Then the second one, and then use the play disc. That was crazy to me. You know, that's how big GTA 5 was at the time. It was like, surreal, man. What a time. What a time. And I remember online didn't even fucking work. It came out 2 weeks after the game dropped, and then the servers would shit for like a month. Good times, man. Fucking hell, that was 12 years ago. Oh my god, that is scary. Good times, though. I'll try and relive it with 6, even though it probably won't hit the same. And 4 as well. I even played 4 back in the day. GTA 4 online was really cool. Going Masvidal one shot is good. Yeah, it's a good performance and it's a good finish, but we're talking about resumes strictly, then it's different. It's crazy that Valentina has ruled flyweight with an iron fist for the better half a decade. Yeah, she's just the best, man. Yeah, people act like it's just a normal thing because it becomes the normal. It's what I mean. When you have greats like this who just, another title defense, like, you just kind of take it for granted. Then you just sit back and you're like, this is crazy. Like, that is insane. Like, just because you just expect them to do it. So there's less hype. That's how you know you've reached legend status. When it just becomes... Sorry, a hiccup. It just becomes an expectation, right? Islam, JDM, and Volk on Movzar. Yes, I love that, bro. Kudos. That is great. Which one would you make as the co-main, though? Volk, Movzar? I think so, right? Yeah, Islam has to be main event, I think. Man, that would be great. I'd love that. I do fear for both the Aussies in that one, though. Can't lie. In Perth, that could scare me a little bit. I worry the Perth crowd would be let down a little bit with that one, but... Real question, if Usman beats Buckley, which could happen, can he beat JDM? No, in my opinion. I don't think he will beat Buckley. I get what you're saying. I don't think he would get a title shot off of that, to be honest with you. Maybe he could. He is Usman, after all. But, man, his knees are short. He's just too old for it. Matt, JDM has improved over 1 year. Is crazy. I know, phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. If he gets 5 or more defenses, steady on, bro. I mean, come on. Best welterweight of all time. Okay, no. Are we just going to ignore George St. Pierre? What the fuck are we talking about here? Are we just ignoring GSP? What? No. You talk about the Moicano fight, but nobody like the lightweight is subbing Moicano like Islam did. Yeah, true. That is true. Good point. But again, I think he felt the pressure at the moment, Moicano. Bald belt. I love that. JDM video soon. Maybe in the future, yeah. The problem with YouTube, MMA YouTube specifically, the gut videos I create, it's just fucking... I can't... A lot of guys who are on the come up, it's difficult to make videos on them because there's a lack of footage I can actually use. Like, that is generally the problem I run into. But I'll show you guys, actually, because we finished it today. It lets me. Hang on a minute. Let's get this up for you guys. If it wants to play ball. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this out. I'm just going to show you a little preview. I've never done this before, actually. I've never done this before. If this wants to work for me. There we go. Check it out. This is my every era of the UFC script. I can't see, for some reason my camera's not showing up. Can we get that up? I don't know. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna. The script is done. It's a long one. I spent the whole week writing this shit. It shouldn't have really taken me this long, but it's done. Pretty cool. That is the video coming up. I'm gonna be editing the shit out of it over the next week or two, trying to get it done because it's gonna be a big boy video. It's kind of like my history of the UFC video, a bit more than I would have liked than I initially planned it to be. But that's the avenue I'm working on. I'm talking about broader perspectives of impacts of stuff. So when I talk about the Conor McGregor era, I sort of lean into the impact he had on going ahead into the future. Same with the COVID era. I talked about the impact it had on the sport, like the increased use of the Apex Center and what that means for us and the fans, and looking into the future, the Dark Ages, Golden Age, all of that sort of stuff. So it's a big video. I can't remember what the runtime is. I've recorded all the audio for it today, which took me ages and ruined my voice a little bit. But it's okay now. But that took a while. So it's a long way. It's probably about 40 minutes at the moment. 40-something minutes. So a big boy video coming up. Big boy video. Welterweight is the division right now. It's exciting, man. Didn't have said that a couple of years ago, but here we are. GSP legit doesn't have any great wins. That's crazy, bro. What are we talking about here? I mean, I could call it Carlos Condit off the top of my head. Like Michael Bisping off the top of my head. I know that was at middleweight. And don't dispute that win. That's a good win. I mean, Matt Hughes twice. Or was it 3 times? BJ Penn twice. Did he beat BJ Penn twice? Or am I casual? Swear he fought him twice. No, just once. It was in the super fight. Sorry. BJ Penn fought for welterweight twice, I think. I mean, again, avenging the loss to Matt Serra is a big thing. I mean, Dan Hardy at the time, good win. One of the, phenomenal mind for the game and actually really good on his day. 2-weight Cage Warriors champ back in the day. Jake Shields was a good win, as much as that guy's a total knobhead. I mean, I'm not hearing anything about GSP's record being shit. Like, Jason Miller. I mean, the Matt Hughes wins are probably the biggest ones. Josh Koscheck as well. I mean, plenty of good wins. Sarah, fair enough. Sarah, I'll give you that one, but the rest of them. You reckon Islam ducking it to Topuria? No way, Ibrahim. No way. Big stakes. Aussie could end the Dagestani era or aura. Probably both. Or lose both champs in one night. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. You should get on the matchmaking team, man. Shut the fuck up, Max. David, what's up, man? Very good stream, but stop saying the greatest ever all the time. The sport is 30 years old and the GOAT and pound for pound changes monthly. Fair enough, David. I can understand that point of view, my man. I think that's fair. I mean, you're right. I mean, that's kind of a double-edged sword with the fight game, right? It's because it moves so quickly. Opinions change so quickly. The dynamics change so quickly. Like, we were talking about Usman and Adesanya a couple of years ago. It's like, you know, these gods, essentially. And then now they're on the decline. I mean, that is the nature of the beast. It happens to everyone. So it's about the course they chart whilst they're at their best. I think that's what you really measure a fighter by. Matt Hughes is a great win. Ain't no way you're doing that emoji for Matt Hughes. The GOAT don't change monthly. It's been DJ since like 2018. Yes, sir. Yeah, my GOAT's never changed. I don't understand the all this bullshit about Makhachev being the GOAT. What the, like, he's in the GOAT conversations. That's crazy. He definitely can be. I think if he moves up to welterweight and beats JDM, I mean, my word, we can start getting a bit serious with it. I think we can start getting serious with that, about where Makhachev stands in the sport. He'll definitely pip DC, because DC basically did a similar thing to that. DJ is my GOAT, and he's some people's GOATs. I don't want to hear otherwise. I mean, you can say John Jones, but if the man didn't cheat and wasn't a general piece of shit, then I'd probably have him at #1. But he did do both of those things. He's guilty on both accounts. So for that very reason, he can't be in my conversations. For me, it's between GSP and DJ. It always has been. I mean, they're both so well-rounded, and that's why they're up there for me. I mean, DJ in particular. And I think the skill at flyweight required is a lot higher. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. I think at lighter weight classes, you have to rely on more skill rather than just strength and power like you do at heavyweight. So that adds to it for me as well. Volker's higher on my list than GSP. That's crazy. That is just insane. What are you talking about? How can you? I love Volkanovski. I genuinely love him. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time, and I still can see past my bias and not put GSP above him. I mean, not put him above GSP. That's insane, brother. Come on. I mean, really, GSP was a 2-weight champion. How many title defenses? Was it like 13 or some shit? How many times did he defend the welterweight title? Two-time welterweight champion, can I say as well? 2-time. And then, well, I mean, he won the interim belt as well, so I guess you can call it 3. I mean, how many title fight wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then a 13, which was the middleweight title win. So 13 title fight wins and a 2-weight champion, and you're telling me Volkanovski's ahead of him? Just no, come on, man. Let's not do that. Paul Craig's the GOAT. Yes, we do, Wolf. DJ and GSP. Yeah, I agree. Ain't no way we got Shamil Ghaziv in the chat, the GOAT. Shamil's on my list, the GSP. Only Shamil Ghaziv could talk about himself in the third person. If JDM defends against... Shut the fuck up. That's it. He's not going to do that. I'm telling you, he's not going to do that. No way. Because that's such a big if. You're literally... He's won the belt yesterday. What are we doing here? If Makhachev wins against JDM, Ilya defends a couple of times in welterweight, then he could be the GOAT. I think if he moves up, beats JDM, then he's in the conversation. Not there, but he's in the conversation. And if he defends at welterweight, I think that's the measure. No one's ever been able to do that, like, sustained. Like, a sustained period. Like, Cormier defended at both weight classes, which is why he's so high up for me. But doing it sustained period, I think that's... Oh, mate, imagine. Yeah, I think Ilya... rather Makhachev could be 100% the GOAT if he does that, and especially if he beats Ilya. I don't know where that fight happens if he stays at welterweight, but who knows. Preacher Gamer, the one time I wanted Bilal to win, he lost. I was in your corner as well, man. I wanted him to win so we would get that fabled matchup. Fortunately, the MMA gods are cruel. Do you think they will strip Islam? No. I think they'll maybe sort of coax him into vacating. That's what I think they'll do. So technically a strip, but I think they'll make him vacate in one way or another, Todd. They made it very clear they don't want to have people holding up divisions, which I think is true and the right idea. 2-time champ, 5 title defenses against great competition. Yeah, GSP's done more in both counts. GSP's done that and more. Like, I don't want to hear otherwise. Guys, if JDM gets 6 defense, okay, not even. Bilal got so much support because of Ilya Islam fight. He did. And now he's going to get none. Let me ask, how you doing, my man? How are you, brother? My GOAT crafty man, Davey Grant, base 6. You are incredibly based. Fitting of the name. Davey Grant is probably the most exciting fighter in the UFC that no one ever talks about, and they should. Because he's the fucking G. Inverted triangle on Rafael Asuncao after a spinning elbow knockdown. Or spinning back fist knockdown. I can't remember. One of the two. But that performance is one of the most insane things you'll ever watch, ever. And people, no one talks about it. Sad. But such is the fight game. Better losses than Matt Hughes and Matt Serra, sure, but you're comparing losses. Why do you compare what they've actually done to succeed in this sport? GSP's laps Volkanovski's. And I love Volk. I really do. He's near and dear to my heart. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time, as I said, and he's not above GSP. That is just factually true. DC defended both belts. Yeah, that's what I said, but not for like a sustained period at heavyweight. You know, he won the belt and defended against Lewis, right? And then he lost to Stipe again. I mean, it's still incredible. I'm not trying to play down what DC did in his career by any stretch. I'm just saying Makhachev could surpass that. Especially considering he's already had more title defenses at lightweight than DC did at light heavyweight. So DC only had 3, if I'm not mistaken. Makhachev's already on 4. So he's already ahead in that regard. So if he moves up to welterweight, has a sustained run there, no competition for me. He's 100% in the top 5 and probably closer to a top 3. Imagine Islam's last win if it's JDM, Ilya, Shavkat, Sean Brady. Yeah, I can't. I mean, that would be a crazy run, but it's just a tall order. David Grant, Doc Wen. If it got views, I'd probably do it, but that's the reality of it, man. He's a G. And also, if I could actually find footage I could use, because there's not a lot. GOAT is the man who never lost a round. Yes, sir. Undefeated, undisputed. The West Lynn, Oregon. American gangster Shelby Sonnen. My GOAT. Man, this Bilal loss is literally the worst thing that's ever happened to Palestine. Okay. I mean, it's a bad thing for MMA. I'll say that for certainty, because it means we are missing out on the fight we all want to see. So, ping you in Discord. I don't have notifications on, so where did you ping me? Because otherwise it starts pinging in my ear when I'm trying to work, and it's really annoying. Where did you ping me? I can't see it. Are you trolling me? If you're fucking trolling me, bro, I swear. Where did you ping me, man? I'm losing it. Fucking losing it, man. I don't know. I'm going insane. Mike Mallett's the most Canadian man I've ever seen. He had a good little moment on the mic. I'm glad he got back in the win column. After that Manny performance, I think he was feeling the moment a little bit there. I think he was clearly the better fighter, but I think the moment caught up to him. And credit to Magny, that's just the experience kicking in. But Mallett, man, you know, he made everyone forget that last fight in a moment, man. Fight for Bilal is Colby. Yes, that's a great one, David, man. I like that a lot. That's a good one. Islam's notable wins would be Arman, Dan, Charles, Volk ×2, Dustin Poirier, JDM, and then, yeah, I mean, I'll stop there because I know you're talking about hypotheticals after that. But even, I mean, that resume aside is insane, isn't it? Arman Sarukian, Dan Hooker, Charles Oliveira, Volkanovski twice, and Dustin Poirier. I mean, what a resume. What a resume that is already. Like, that is incredible. 6 million pay-per-views guaranteed. What, Bilal, Gary for the freedom of Palestine? I don't think so, Max. What do they call you for the greatest fighter in the world? They call you Chael P. Sonnen, brother. Go down to the bottom. Of what? Of what? I don't understand. Which tab, man? I'm at the bottom of all of them. I don't fucking know. They call you Paul Craig. The Bear Jew. Great nickname, by the way. Don't really know what it means, but it just sounds cool. 5 rounds of Diddy or 1 round with Ngannou? I think I could take Diddy in a fight, can I say? Not anything else. I'll strictly say that. In a fight to the death, I think I could probably take Diddy. So I'm going to go with that. You know, he's the real winner of 315, Ariel Helwani. Yes. Yeah. I actually did a double take when I saw that face off for the first time. I see why you're leaving John Jones' house. You saw me leaving John Jones' house at 3 a.m. Alleged. Fake news. Ilya KO's Islam. Well, I mean, you're talking hypotheticals. I don't even know if that fight's going to happen. So, we'll see. So, oh, it's from Inglourious Basterds, is it? I see, I've never watched it. It's been on my watch list for years, bro. I'm just never found the time to just pick it up and say, yeah, I'm going to watch Inglourious Basterds today. Matchmaker channel. Bro, where? Huh? Oh, there we go. Right. Are you okay? The Perth 2025. JDM Makhachev, yes. Volker Evloev, yes. And we talked about it earlier, right? Gaethje Hooker. Yeah, I mean, sure. I like it. For Perth, maybe not, but as a matchup, sure. Urseg Temirov versus Temirov, yeah. Nice little step down for Steve. Tai Tuivasa and Mick Parkin. No, not Mick Parkin. Give Tai someone else. It'll be a boring fight with Mick Parkin. Jake Matthews, Mike Mallet. No, Mike Mallet deserves a bigger step up than that for me. And I like Jake Matthews. Casey O'Neill, Miranda Rabbit, yes. Jack Jenkins, Dohu Choi, banger. Banger fight. Colby Thickness, Said Nurmagomedov, no, bro. Give Colby Thickness an easier challenge, bro. That's not. It's his second fight in the UFC. He fought a Topuria brother on his debut, and then you're trying to throw him to the wolves against Said Nurmagomedov. Come on, man. Give him someone making his UFC debut. Crute versus Tacos, yeah. And then the tougher bros, I don't even want them anywhere near the UFC. They're bums. Mike Mallet made the UFC the 11th Canadian province. Yes, sir. For a night. Who knew he had a chin like that? Who are you talking about exactly? Helwani? I'm assuming it's about Helwani, aka Zahavi. Would you rather a tree grow or an N-word, which I'm not going to say. I'm not dumb. Well, not the N-word, but it's close enough. New Wes Anderson film. I didn't know that. I'll watch it. I really like Grand Budapest Hotel, so I'm a big fan of that movie. Colby Thickness is soft. Why? Because it's thickness? Yeah. You're making it weird, bro. Thickness versus... Yeah, it's a great nickname, though. Colby's thickness. Said would slap... But yeah, it'd be a fun fight, but it's just harsh. You want to build a guy like that up. Give Jacoby Smith the title shot. Abdul Malik. I mean, Abdul Malik is fun as fuck, but no. Am I going to watch the Mark Kerr movie? You know how this is what you guys do to me. I'm so paranoid it was going to be the Nick instead of Mark in that sentence. The Smashing Machine. I'm of course you're referring to with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. He looks like he's actually doing a serious role for the first time ever. Reminds me of Adam Sandler doing Uncut Gems. You know, hopefully it's good. You know, a woman's MMA fighter name. Oh, come on, bro. Really? I actually applaud that that creativity for Tess. Going for the that one is pretty. I haven't seen that one before, but I'm familiar with your game. Listen, it's not. You ain't gonna get me like I'm Michael Bisping, brother. I'm gonna tell you that now. The Smashing Machine is such name. You guys are just immature, man. You're making it weird, not me. I'm not doing it. You guys are making it weird. You lot are strange. You got decrepit, a lot of you. I'm telling you. Fucking hell. My tea has gone cold. I was about to drink that. And I realised that's not a good idea. How are my eyes looking? Do I still look fried as fuck? Yeah, I do. Holy shit, I do. My eyes... I was about to make a joke, which I'm glad I didn't. Focus, please. I can't tell if I'm focused or I'm blind. I'm going to turn it down. It's already on the lowest setting. So there you go. Marab versus Islam. Who wins if they were the same size? I don't like this argument. It's like, oh, would DJ win at heavyweight? It's like, well, considering he'd be like over 200 pounds, it's a completely different ball game. Like, there's nothing, you can't draw any comparisons there. So, no, I don't know. I don't like those questions because they make no sense. Who's the biggest star in UFC, Islam or Ilya? I'd go Islam, but I don't think Ilya's far behind. I think the reason I say Islam is because of his, like, just the Muslim influence he has. It's insane. The amount of Muslim fans he has around the world, phenomenal. I mean, it's crazy. Dude is definitely a Smashing Machine. Mark was, he's an animal. Back on the meth again. It looks like it, doesn't it? But you're implying that I was on it before, which is concerning. New woman's flyweight from England. Okay, cool. You're really trying me with the nickname tech. It's not happening. Someone got me a while ago with the Kerr one by putting the start of the second word at the end of the start of the second row, and it done me in. My brain short-circuited, and I read it. There's a clip of it somewhere. Someone will probably unearth it. But I'm apart from that, I've been pretty good about not falling for those. Oh my god, my fan fell over. Can we not do that? Don't want to die of heat exhaustion, which might happen. You think UFC would announce 317? No. I think they're gonna just try and announce some negotiations, see what happens. Listen, there's a lot of moving parts to this. You got to keep that in mind. You know, with Topuria and Oliveira, and also with Makhachev and JDM. Whichever way around, whatever happens, we're gonna find out. I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. So maybe not that soon, but I don't think they're going to wait around. I think they're probably already on it. You know, the UFC moves fast, and 317 ain't that far away. So yeah, I think they'll get on it soon. Not as soon as Tuesday though. Feelings on 316. I can't even remember what the card is. O'Malley Merab 2. I don't give a fuck for that. You know what? Honestly, I might not even stay up for it. I might not even bother. I just don't care. I just really don't care. Like, I think the card kind of sucks. I think there's some good... Like, Van Silver's a great fight. Gaston and Pfeiffer could be kind of fun, but also could be terrible. I mean, and Johnny Walker, Mirzakhanov is good, I guess. Luke Holland's fun, but it's like it doesn't get me out of my seat, you know? If we're talking about prime fighters, you know, competing against one another, there's not a lot of that in this card, you know? There's a lot of old guys who are past it, just putting against fun matchups, you know? I mean, Wang Kong Da Silva's cool. I do not care for the main and co-main. I mean, Kayla Harrison will absolutely run through Juliana Pena, in my opinion. I don't think that's even going to be competitive. But, I mean, Merab O'Malley is just like, ugh, I don't care. I just really don't care. Like, no one wants to see that. Why are you making that fight? I mean, really, why are you making it? Who cares about that one? It's just, I do not give a shit. I'm trying to be excited for the MMA sometimes, but man, we've had we had one good card in that was stuck out, which was 314. You know, Volk Lopez, Chandler Paddy was a great main and co-main, and that was a really good card. But then, I mean, what before that? 313. What was that? Sucked. Pereira Ankalaev, mid-ass card. Ankalaev's boring as shit. Vazeev Gaethje wasn't even that good. Bahamondes had a good win against Turner, which was all right. And then Ruffy had that spinning wheel kick. Cool. That was cool. But the card was average. 312, stinky card. Duplessis Strickland 2, boring. Zhang Weili Suarez, boring. Justin Tuffer on the main card in 2025. What are we doing? Like, fuck off. I know I'm being a generational hater right now, but tell me I'm wrong, you know? 311, Makhachev Moicano. Okay. I understand circumstances. I'll put an asterisk on that and say fine. Merab Umar was good at least. And Jury versus Jamal Hill was great. 311 wasn't terrible. It should have been better than it was, but... Pantoja Sakura. I mean, it's not a main event, is it really? As much as I like Pantoja. Shavkat Gary. That was fun, I guess. But you know what I mean? Nothing... I mean, compare it to that run we had in 2023. Was it 2023? When was 284? That was 2023. Right, so early... This time this year, 2 years ago, right? We had 284, which was Volkanovski Makhachev. One of the best fights ever. And talking about spectacle as well. That's a fight that gets you out of your seat when you hear it announced, right? We had that. Next event was Jones Garn for the heavyweight title. Then we had Usman Leon 3 in London, which was fucking great. 287 was Pereira Adesanya 2. Fucking incredible. 288 was kind of shit, I think. I think that was I want to say that was Cejudo Sterling. That was kind of trash. 289 was kind of sucked as well, but Nunes Aldana, yeah. Then we had 290, which was Volk versus Jair. I mean, and Moreno versus Pantoja, which was a fucking unbelievable fight. 291 was the BMF fight with Gaethje Poirier too. Awesome. And Pereira Blachowicz, that was great. Like, we had so many better cards, like even a couple years ago. Just the run we've been on just sucks, man. Sorry, I was rambling there hard. I mean, sorry, you get my point though, right? You understand, like, it's just been shit. Like, the matchmaking's not been good. And I don't think it's a case of, you know, there's been a lot of talk about a lack of star power. And I think that is true on a wider scale when you compare it to maybe 10 years ago. But if we're talking about even just recently, the problem we've been running into is just poor matchmaking, in my opinion. I think that's been the main problem. But we are lacking some big names. We are lacking fights that get us out, fighters, should I say, that get us out of our seat and get us excited. There's not a lot of that in the UFC these days compared to how it was. Thoughts in the UFC letting a steroid cheat into the Hall of Fame. Who are you referring to? John Jones? Because he'll be in there. I'm not disrespecting him, but I just don't think it was valid as a main event at the time. As much as I like Pantoja. But, you know, I'm a big Pantoja fan. You think we are moving to the powerful boxer with great takedown defense after the Dagestani wrestling era? I mean, everything's full circle, man. It's true. So I think wrestling, and particularly the Dagestani wrestling style, will become less effective as people just learn to evolve and adapt to it. How it is. Tussy Balls gang here. Our leader is Leo Cooper MMA. Sure. I'll be your leader. Let Vitor into the Hall of Fame last night. This is about to be bait. They didn't let him into the Hall of Fame, did they? Did I miss that? Did I go get... No, you're baiting, right? I completely missed that when I went for food. I did miss that. When did that happen? I must have just gone for food and completely missed that. I mean, that is crazy. He's in there for me, yeah. I mean, to be fair, he has been fighting in the UFC for a long time. I mean, fair enough. But I don't think he deserves to be in there. Then again, I mean, Donald Cerrone shouldn't be in there, so... In between the mega... Yeah, I must have just completely missed it. Bez. I mean, yeah, he's got an incredible legacy in terms of his, like, UFC career overall, but, I mean, like, what are we doing? Really? I mean, his steroid stuff was... I mean, it's pretty egregious, wasn't it? I mean... Yeah, for me, no. Not for me. What's up, George? You throwing hands? Elaborate, my man. What do you mean? Looking like we're going to get Ilya Charles, Holloway, Justin Poirier 3, Drickers versus Chimaev. Yeah, I mean, that was meant to be sooner. Then Pantoja Moreno 3. No. I mean, isn't it Pantoja Moreno 4? Then JDM Islam. And then hopefully Jones versus Tom. I mean, there's a lot of ifs there, man. And what he did to Bisping. Yeah, exactly. Fuck Vitor Belfort for that one. He's not a Hall of Famer, bro. Cheated the whole time of his career. I'm not having it. Yeah, I'm obviously we do. It's just not at the same time of the year. Well, I think we had it earlier in the year. I always forget when the day is. So regardless of the fights, I just want to see Aspinall Jones. That's the one. I mean, you know, I've been harping on about that for fucking far too long now. Tom Aspinall's prime getting wasted is not what you want to see. Okay, that I just realized, Ali, that picture you sent is the most the most edited thing I've ever seen. I only didn't even give it a second glance, bro. What the fuck? Anthony Smith first ballot Hall of Shame. I was about to say, I thought you were going to put him in the Hall of Fame. Been him crazy. I think, the thing is, here's one. Do you think Jim Miller deserves to be in there? That was the debate not that long ago. And I think DC said he doesn't. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard because if you put Cerrone in there, then surely Jim Miller deserves to be in there. I'm not mad about putting Jim Miller in there, to be honest with you. To be honest, I'm not mad about it. I think you can put Jim Miller in there. In fact, let's get this up actually. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna right, let me get my camera back because I don't know why it's not showing up. Let's try and fix it, shall we? My bad. You might get jump scared by me here. It wants to work. Okay, try this. That works? No, for some reason it's just not working. I don't know. My camera's not showing up. Whatever. I was gonna get up the Hall of Famers and shit. I don't know. No idea why it's not working. Do you think Chicago will scrap Bilal Muhammad day since he lost? Do they have that? I know you're not doing that, bro. You're trying to bombard the fucking Discord fucking channel. Get the fuck out. Only way Anthony Smith gets into the Hall of Fame is to sweep the floor. Agreed. Anthony Smith's not getting in there. I saw some people actually entertaining that conversation. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know why the camera's not showing up. It's really weird. Let me try this actually. Let me try this. Does that work? No. No. Yeah, for some reason it's like it doesn't. Oh, no. Yeah, it just won't show up my camera. I don't really know why. I might just have to roll with it. I don't know. It's like my cam link thing just won't work on it. No idea. Even though it says it's connected. That is Bilal Muhammad Day. Oh, what a day. I'm going to make sure I sleep through that whole day. On paper, Smith should be a Hall of Famer. Yes, that I agree with. Could beat John Jones on paper. I mean, listen. It depends what you value. It's like when people talk about being the greatest of all time or fighters being the best or who ranks in these lists, that and the other. It's all subjective. It's all down to different qualities, which some people value more than others. And when it comes to the Hall of Fame, I think There's a lot of factors that go into it. It's not just about your resume, your title defenses. It's about how long you spent in the promotion, held at the top level, records you've set. So there's a lot. I mean, everything combined is what makes a Hall of Fame, man. I think with that in mind, I think you can actually make the case for Jim Miller. I think you can. And it's a feel-good thing, isn't it? Listen, is the world a better place if Jim Miller's in the Hall of Fame or not? I think it is if he is. I think if Jim Miller's in the Hall of Fame, we are in an objectively better world than the alternative. So that's my logic. I mean, the guy's hasn't he got the most fights and wins in the UFC? Yeah, most fights in UFC history. Second most finishes in UFC history. Second most submissions in UFC history. Most fight time in lightweight history. Most wins in UFC history. Yeah, he's got to be in it. What are we doing here? Of course he's in it. No chance, man. Of course he's in it. Ain't no way. Bilal Muhammad in the chat. I'll remember the name, Bilal. I'm sure that's definitely you. Barcelos Garbrandt's book. That's a good one. Good fight. It was Barcelos. Didn't he the guy that unless I'm wrong, right? Barcelos fraud checked. Well, not fraud checked. He beat Peyton Talbot, right? Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's a good fight. I like that. Favorite non-British comedy film? There's not a lot, man. I can't be real. I can't even think of one. Most comedies kind of suck that aren't British, to be honest. American comedy is pretty painful. RDR Bobby Knuckles. Who you got? Bobby Knuckles, man. The Reaper. Robert Whittaker. But I don't know, honestly. Tough one for both men. Great fight, and that's what it matters about. Gary Price in a nutshell. What? Oh, I got an advert, bro. I can't be asked, bro. It's an unskippable fucking 2-minute ad. Can't even be bothered. Yeah, can I skip? Oh, no, I can't skip it. It popped up. What is this? It is. Oh, I think I've seen this guy's channel. Yeah, he's been popping off recently. Alright, we're back. Wait, no. I lost you. I lost you guys. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There we go. Get to the Smith-Yang part. That was a painful fight. What is this? God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He gave the middle finger to that guy in the crowd. What was that about? That was weird as hell. I'm not. Honestly, I always respect Anthony Smith. I don't care, man. I'm not gonna join that hate train on Anthony Smith. I think he's done a lot in this sport. Done more than a lot of people. Most guys never even get to the UFC, as I say all the time. It's a privilege to even be there. You know, it's an achievement, not a privilege. It's an achievement to be in the UFC, a real achievement. And Anthony Smith was in there for a long ass time. So full credit to him. Shinaka has had his time in the spotlight. Don't be slandering Rob like that. That's my goat. Hey man, considering going unblunt it, I think I'd look good. It looked good on you. I mean, I'm assuming you're baiting because I'm kind of already there. A bit too long, if anything. I mean, it's good. I need to just cut the sides down. God, my eyes are fried. Ricky, my man, my birthday. Happy birthday, brother. Still don't know why you call me Eric Smith. That was in relation to someone, wasn't it? Eric Smith. Who was that? Was this the guy who was the serial killer? Because usually it's... Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, he is the serial killer. Great. I remember now. Thank you. Again, not thank you. I said the exact same thing last time. Wait, the Scarlet right now. Imagine me with the Scarlet, bro. Jesus Christ. 10 mil subs, I'd do it. Do I take Soren Quest? No, because I get copyright claimed. Well, I mean, I can, I guess. I can listen to them, but I can't play them out loud for you. Because I just get copyright claimed. Remember that time I did that return stream and I used Primal Scream at the start? That shit got claimed. So, I mean, obviously. So, I can't play them out loud for you, sadly, but... What does that mean, Ali, bro? Sing Islands in the Stream. What is that? I don't know the song. Is that a song? Have I reached song status? Oh, Dolly Parton. But I probably know this song. I mean, yeah, no. I'm not really a Dolly Parton listener, to be honest with you. As much as I actually like Dolly Parton. Go. But I don't know how I don't know that song. Jeffrey Dahmer, fair enough. Number one karaoke song? Nah, mine is My Way, bro. Frank Sinatra. All day. Good Looking by Dixon Dallas. Is that a country song? It sounds like a country song. It sounds like a country artist. But just for some reason had a massive rise recently. Alright, I'll cue it. What is this? Let's listen. Of course it's country. Why is there everyone doing country music now? I'm listening to this right now. This shit ass, bro. Yo, what are these lyrics? Hey, no. Oh, hell no. Oh my god, what the hell? Bro, what the hell? I was like, what? And then just kept going. Jeez. Discuss my Morgan Wallen. Everyone's on Morgan Wallen, bro. I'm not really about it. Kim C, what's up, my man? Yeah, I know. Still time, bro. Still time for that top 4 race. We're alright. Your genre? What, my favorite genre of music? Anything. That's what you're referring to. Honestly, I don't really have a favorite genre. I know that sounds boring, a boring answer, but I really don't. Anything that's not rap, metal, or like pop music's good. Just depends on, like, good pop is great, but it's not a lot of great pop out there. That's the problem. A lot of shit pop. Dodging Bilal criticism? Am I? Dance leg off Bilal? What do you mean? Sorry, I just missed your comment, bro. I'm sorry. Right? How would I dodge Bilal criticism? I don't like Bilal's fighting style. I like him as a human. I don't like him as a fighter. Why wouldn't I slag off Bilal? You know, he could have done more. If he did more, he would have won. Fun fact about that song. Okay. Yeah, sure. I know you hate Eva. Can you react to his new song? Is this the one I'm thinking of? Is this the one he just put out that I obviously am not going to play? It's not called that, is it? No, it isn't. Oh, no, this is the other one, right? All right. What the fuck is that single cover? Oh, what the hell? This shit doesn't sound. This shit kind of sounds arse. I can't lie. AI made? Wait, is it? I mean, it makes sense because it sounds shit. Is it really? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. This guy's off the rails, bro. He's actually off the rails. Can't he's off the rails, bro. No, I don't like the lyrics, bro. I know what it's. I can see what it's about. I was just reading about it. It's fucked up. I mean, obviously, I do kind of feel for him because he's already had a fucked up childhood, but like, no excuses for what he's been saying. Watch Basketball Madrid. No, I was watching the Premier League, man. But I did see the score. I was keeping up with it. There's his new song. I didn't even know he put one out, and I'm not putting it on because I value my sanity. No, I mean, I've been listening to. What have I listened to recently? I've been listening to Lord, Pink Pantheress, bit of Empire of the Sun, Hers. Who else? Duran Duran, Kodeka, Joji. That's kind of been my Japanese breakfast. That's kind of just been my circulation recently. There she clears the gorilla. 30 people clear a gorilla. Maybe not 30, but 30 people would die. Only 30 people would die. If 100 men fought the gorilla, 30 people would die, and then the gorilla would die of exhaustion, and that would be it. Anyone who thinks the 100 people aren't beating the gorilla are fucking mental. I'm sorry, you don't know bull. I ain't listen to Morgan. I don't listen to country, man. It's not really my thing. I don't think I've ever even listened to a Morgan Wallen song. To be honest with you, I don't know. I just haven't been keeping up with that sort of genre, you know, at all. I haven't listened to a single Morgan Wallen song. Don't know. Just not really my no, it's just not my shit. I ain't got nothing bad to say about country music, man. It's just not, you know, not my thing. I'm looking at the charts right now. I don't know half of these songs. I'll tell you what I hate, that song, that Doechii song. Oh my god. It does my head in, man. The one that rips off somebody I used to know. Holy shit, that is one of the worst songs I've ever heard. It's terrible. Big with Mac and W. That's nice. Bass boost. No, I don't. Okay. Have a good chemistry class, bro. Walter White in the chat, bro. We got a man about to break bad. You have a good one too. That's a good. I think that's probably a good time because that's a good place for me. Wrap it up nicely as well. My eyes are dying, boys. I'm about to cry. I've been crying all day because of these fucking swollen ass eyes, bro. This is what it does to me. Fuck's sake. But anyway, the pod will be out tomorrow. Normal time, Thursday. Working hard on this Eras video. It's gonna be fire as fuck. You guys are gonna love it. And big encyclopedic deep dive. It's been a while since I've done one of them, so it's gonna be a nice little foray for me. Nice change of pace. And with that in mind, I'll have to love you, leave you, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you pretty soon. Have a good one, people.